Hey guys, it's Nick, and this is probably going to be my last weekly video. This is going to be the weekly video for May 1 through 7, as well as finals week. Um, there's only 3 items left in the course for you guys to do, and I know some of you have actually already done a few of them, like the Module 4 project. So I'll just go through it real quickly. As you know, for the Module 4 project, you get to pick your topic. You should have done some secondary research to start and then done primary research this last week. So then this week, you can wrap things up, put it into your final format with whatever option you'd like, and then submit that here. I love the ideas that I saw. I cannot wait to read about how you guys think AI could affect literacy, how reading disabilities affect literacy, and all that different great ideas that you have that are real world things. So, really looking forward to that. That'll be sweet. Um, I also just ask that you complete this evaluation form for me. This is from the school, it is required. Um, I really I don't think it's any mystery yet. I really appreciate your feedback. So please fill this out. This evaluation form is from the school so the school can see my performance. Um, I take it very seriously because these documents go into a permanent record um, on me. And I guess I always want to know how I can improve. I want to know if I've improved as a teacher or not. I want to know what students liked and what they didn't like, and having it start at a certain time and then being able to look back at it, years from now. I think I'd really appreciate what you guys have to say to see my progress. So take a moment and do that evaluation form. It's very, very short. Um, you don't even have to record your name. It's just course name, number, right? Nick Staffolino, fall 23, and then you go through these. Um, I know you're going to be tempted to just click these, but I really like the comments. So if you don't mind taking the time, at least for some of these, give me a comment on what you think. So, and then finally, your final, and that's what I really want to talk to you about right now. So I'm going to spend a little bit more time on this. So for your final, you'll see it is a discussion post. But it's really not a discussion post. It's really going to be more like a paper. But I want you to post it in discussion post format. So that's why we're doing that. For your final, here's what you need to do. Here's the instructions. They're pretty long. And what I'm explaining here in these instructions is stuff you guys already know. I really am trying to rethink education right now. I am rethinking what the teacher's role is and what the student's role is. And this semester really was the first time I've tried something new rather than me giving you content and then asking for specific answers on it. I gave you content, then I asked you to ask a question about it, do some more digging, and then present it. So it was a slight shift, maybe not a huge shift, but it's a slight shift from, as you guys know, what's called the empty vessel paradigm to something I'm working on and is new. So I even write it here. Here's the goal of the class is to get you to think, get you to wonder, and then guide you towards coming up with a new thought. And I really hope I got you guys thinking. That's literally like my hope for, if the biggest compliment you could give me is I thought we were just going to be reading kids' books in this class, but you really got me thinking about education. Like, that would, to me, would be a huge win. So, hopefully I did that. I'm going to have you, for your final project, give me a very thorough essay, essentially, on if that happened in this class or not. So, here's the 3 questions you need to answer. You can just do 3 paragraphs, right? These could be 3 really long paragraphs, or it could be more paragraphs than that. I'm asking for 1,000 words just for full disclosure. So it's about 4 pages double spaced or 2 pages single spaced. So this is a lot of words, right? But let's go through the questions. What were your key takeaways from this course? And I really do want you to bring up concepts. Like, I want you to say, like, oh, one of my key takeaways was that 3Qing is not effective. Or one of my key takeaways is that the use of sight words in conjunction with phonics is a really good educational approach. Now, once you do that, I also want to know the sources that prompted those. I know I've heard a lot of great things about the Sold Story podcast, so you can use that as a source. But there's 3 episodes. You can't do episode 1, 2, and 3 as your source, right? As your sources. That counts as one. So I want you to give me 3 different sources that we did through this class, or that you did in your own research. And I want those to be cited at the end of your paper, and that doesn't go towards your word count, just so that I can see and have a little bit of a bank of what content was really good to include. And then, of course, finish that thought up with how could these takeaways impact your work as a teacher? And since some of you aren't going into teaching, a parent, friend, sibling, any role, right? You're an aunt or an uncle or a coach, whatever it may be. So I would like you to start with your takeaways, tell me where you got them, and then tell me how you're going to use them. That's the long story short. The next paragraph is about the EWS framework, which this was experimental. Explore, wonder, and share. What did you think? Was it too much? Was it a lack of structure? Which part? Was a certain letter the best part? Was the S the best part? Was the W the best part? Was the E? My guess is you guys are probably going to say you need more guidance on the W, and I'm brainstorming that right now. I'm like, how do I get there? How do I help? Do I model it? I probably need to model it. But so for the EWS framework, I want to know if you thought that this different learning strategy was good or not. Did it help that I gave you a bunch of content at the beginning of a module and then forced you to think of a new question and answer it? Or would it have just been better if I just slowly fed you that explore content and you explored along the way? Give me new thoughts here. I really, really want you to give me new thoughts here. I want to know what you were really experiencing in this class with this framework for class. And finally, this is most relevant for those who are going into teaching. I want you guys to be metacognitive so that you're reflecting on, maybe there's the off chance that someday one of you is teaching a college level course. And I mean, I guess if that becomes you, how would you do it differently? What concepts would you keep? Were there any topics I missed? Any module unnecessary? You have to go back through Moodle and look at our modules, right? So the first one is like Introduction to Literacy. Module 2 is Early Literacy. Module 3 is like that kind of like 3rd through 12th grade range. I'm getting confused. Yeah. 3rd through 12th, upper age, 5 through 12 really is probably where it is. What do you do for the kids who are not literate at an older age? And then the final module is like a choose your own. So we have introduction, we have really pre-K through 3, and then we have like 5 through 12, and then choose your own. Those are kind of the modules. Just curious, like, what am I missing? Were any of those really unnecessary or less useful? Was the introduction module even useful? What could I do differently to improve this? So, as I said, this needs to be 1,000+ words, and I cannot allow you to go any lower than that. I plan on teaching this class a lot, and this is the first time I've taught it, but I'm going to teach it a lot. And so I need to know your thoughts. I need to know what you think. It's worth 25 total points, so it's half of what a module project would be, but still quite a lot. And you need 3 sources, like I mentioned earlier, APA format. And the way I'm going to literally, I've got things I need here. I need to know 3 sources, takeaways, thoughts on EWS, what you'd change, 1,000 words, because if you have less than 1,000 words, it's just not going to be enough. I just know it's not going to be enough. So if you have 750 words, your grade will cap at 75%. And then I'll take points off of from that. Your word count is probably a bigger deal here than it should be, but I just really want you guys to tell me what you think. So, and as I wrap up the assignment description, the hope is that this final project gives you a chance to think about and write about your experience in learning in this class. The whole goal is synthesis, and as I have said many times, I truly appreciate your thoughts and experiences. So this final work is crucial. Yeah, we got to be able to bring it all together. That's what synthesis means. It means bringing in what you already knew and bringing in what you didn't know and sharing it in a concise way. And if you cannot synthesize what you learned in this class, then I probably didn't teach it well enough. So I need you to synthesize this information for me. 25 points, and this is due. Do I have the due date on here? This is going to be due Tuesday of finals week, next week, exactly a week from today, so May 9th. Okay? I guess if you went May 10th, it probably wouldn't be the end of the world, but I'm going to aim for May 9th. You guys want to be done anyway. Finish this up over the weekend. Get this done Sunday night. You know what I'm saying? Don't delay this one. Get it done so then it's off your plate. Oh, Wednesday, May 10th is the day I have. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, get it done before that. That's the game plan, you guys. I hope this video helps. I also just realized this is kind of where I have to say goodbye. If I don't run into you guys very much in a personal level, or if you live somewhere different, this is my farewell. I have really loved having you all in class. I really enjoy reading what you guys have written. I've enjoyed emailing with you and getting to know you, and I hope that this was a refreshing educational experience, if nothing else. And I am proud of you guys for all the hard work you've done. Thank you for being hard workers. Thank you for taking time to do this class. And I sincerely hope you've learned something about literacy that could impact you or your families and loved ones. All right. See ya.